weather? Yes. Over no humidity? But first, good morning and welcome to All Faith Unitarian Congregation. My name's Diane Cartwright, and I'm your worship associate, and it's a great pleasure for me to read a little something for you since this is a special day. Our theme today is this month is Cultivating Compassion, and today, particularly, it's an appreciation and compassion for ministers, all those we have had in our lives, and especially one we have right now. And so, I'll read you a quote from Jeremiah. I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And so, the words that go with it that are separate are in appreciation of all the clergy we have known. We say thank you for a Sunday morning and prayers. Thank you for the seeds you plant and nurturing you give. Thank you for the sermons and the preaching and the classes you teach. And thank you for the wise counsel and words of encouragement you have given us. And thank you for the sacrifice and service.
Amen.
Amen. Here at All Faiths, you will find a diverse and inclusive spiritual community where we welcome people with many beliefs. You can bring your whole self, your full identity, your questioning mind, and expansive heart. We have more than one way of experiencing the world and understanding the sacred. No matter who you are, wherever you are in your spiritual journey, and whomever you choose to love, you are truly welcome here. Is anyone visiting for the first or second time? Welcome. We are so glad you're here with us today. And for you and anyone else who'd like to learn more about All Faiths, please see membership co-chair, either Carol Latino here or Dottie Mayo over here, after our service at the Welcome Center, which is behind the folding doors at the back. If you want to know more, you can visit our website at allfaithsuu.org. We do have a few announcements today. And I'll begin with one that's not on your sheet already, and that is Book Club is meeting tomorrow, Monday, at noon right here. And if you're planning to come, would you please email Diane Sharon? And now, if you see the announcements are on the back of the announcement page, please keep that record, add things to your calendar. There are also lots of things to sign up for in the bulletin board. Please check that out today as well.
Greetings and good morning. I'm Carlos Garcia, your Director of Music. At this time, I'd like to invite you to our welcome hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, number 361, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Choir mic, the white one. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
turn this one on.
It's on now.
Yeah, no.
It's this one. We have to turn it off.
Gotta keep making that noise. Okay.
Okay, test, test. Aha. And now it's time for our chalice lighting. And I'd like to invite Bo Filipski to come forward as our chalice lighter today. And as she lights the chalice, Bo is a relatively new member of our congregation, but she's a longtime UU. As we light this chalice, may we remember and appreciate all the ministers who've inspired us through the years and extend our blessings to our beloved Alberita Johnson, who guides us on our spiritual journeys.
Good morning. My name's Sharon Heinrich. I'm the director of the Children and Youth Program. And this morning we have a wisdom tale that originates with the Buddhist and Hindu culture. And it's a story that will remind us that compassion isn't just something we give to people who are easy to be kind to. It's something that we practice even when it's hard. This story takes place by the river. Two monks were washing their feet in the river when they saw a scorpion struggling in the water. Knowing that scorpions cannot swim, the elder monk knelt down and scooped it out of the water to set it on shore. As he slowly and calmly picked up the scorpion, it stung his hand. Ouch! Oh! Ooh. Okay. Out of pain and reflex, the monk dropped the scorpion. He then tried a couple more times, but faster. Okay. Ow! However, he got stung again and dropped the scorpion. He then told the younger monk to bring a tree branch from the shore, and using that branch, he managed to scoop the scorpion out of the water and set it on the shore. The younger monk asked, "Why did you keep trying to save the scorpion when it stung you so many times? What an ungrateful creature." And the elder monk replied, "If I enter the water, I will get wet. The nature of water is wet. See that tree over there? Anyone can sit in its shade. The tree will never ask if you are young or old, good or evil, human or animal. It will provide everyone and everything its shade, because this is its nature." Similarly, the nature of a scorpion is to sting, so there's nothing to take offense at. Our true nature is to be compassionate towards all living things, just like the trees serve all living beings without discrimination. And so what this story does is it pushes us. Too often, compassion is seen as a sweet gift. It ties right in with what we were talking about in the workshop. It's a sweet gift that we offer to the people we think deserve it. But this story and our faith, our you faith, tells us that everyone deserves it. So let's remember that compassion calls us not just to be kind to people, but also to stop judging them. I'll let you decide who are the scorpions in your life. But once you figure that out, let's remember that even they deserve compassion.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
Ours is a spiritual community where we find and value our connections. You are invited now to come forward to recall the names of people or places you are holding in your hearts, either as a source of concern or a cause for celebration. As you feel moved, please come forward down this aisle, please, to share briefly and kindle a flame.
Getting ready. All right.
Oh, you first?
Well, I can be. Be last?
You
Okay.
last.
I'm good.
Come on, Vanessa. Ladies should always be first. Hello, everyone. Well, I'm up here to give tribute to a surprise that happened. Diane Keaton, may you rest in peace. I watched Looking for Mr. Goodbar, one of the many movies that she did, and I'm sure when she gets to heaven, my mother will probably greet her and say thank you for The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, which my mom watched a whole bunch of times. But may she rest in peace, and she was a great actress. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to say something. One of our newer members, Carsley Merrill, just had a shoulder replacement, and she's in rehab, and she's doing great, so hopefully she'll be home, she'll be back soon.
Good morning, Laura. Turn yourself around. You're not unless you want to face us. Here, I'll wait for you.
Hello, I'm Laura. I've been a Unitarian all my life. I would like to thank Reverend Albee for doing the job that she does here. She's fantastic.
Amen.
Next to Wayne Robinson, I've never been to a Unitarian Universalist with a better Reverend. Thank you. Really do.
Thank you, Laura. I like the candy for you. Laura and I have many conversations. Many conversations. And she's come a long way. Thank you so much, Laura. That's like the story that was shared. Compassion is so important. Who do we have here next? Okay. Bob Moore.
Hi, I'm Bob. I have a sorrow and a joy to share today. My sorrow is that probably the most exciting thing that I've had the chance to work on since I moved to Florida came to an end recently. There's a program that was passed called, a grant program called Solar for All. And there's a coalition of people in groups in Florida that came together and applied because our state failed to apply. And we were awarded $156 million to put solar on low-income housing across the state. This is an incredible win-win-win, right? You've got giving people access to clean energy who wouldn't otherwise have it, lowering their energy bills, especially now at a time when people are feeling so much pressure around the cost of rising energy bills, and putting more green energy on the grid for all of us to benefit from. And the program was approved by Congress. The funds were appropriated, dispersed. They were illegally taken back. But unfortunately, we have an administration that doesn't seem to care about the law. So that's my sorrow. There's a lawsuit, so maybe it will turn around. My joy is that I hope to see all of you out on the street next Saturday for the No Kings protest.
Hi, I'm Ariel, and I wanted to invite everybody to come over to Sanibel. I'm going to talk about climate change's effects on our wildlife this week, and I bet you that everybody in here loves our wildlife. I know I do, for sure. And it's Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Thursday at, 10 o'clock, Bob? 11 o'clock. At Crow. Sorry, guys. It's 11 o'clock at Crow. I'll be there, I promise you. I hope you can come.
On my way here this morning, I saw a motorcycle accident right in front of me. And so I'm asking for healing thoughts for this young man. Let him recover, let him live. And that's what I'm asking. For him. And his family.
Pedro.
Good morning. I just want to mention that my brother was in an accident last week. I just wanted to mention it because last week I was going to see it, but I figured give him a week to get better. He had a bad accident and he's getting much better, and God willing, he'll be okay for the next time I see you. Have a great day.
Just in case. You should be able to hear me, huh? All right. So, and I have to read it. So, today is Matthew Shepard Day, if you didn't know. So I wanted to light a candle in honor of the life and legacy of Matthew Shepard. This will serve as one of our last days of welcoming congregational program. And for those who don't know who Matthew Shepard is, I'll give you a little bit of background. He was a 22-year-old American student at the University of Wyoming. On December 6th, already started, he was approached by two men also in their 20s at the Fireside Bar in Laramie, Wyoming. They had offered to give him a ride home and in fact pretended to be gay to lure him into their truck with the hopes of robbing him. But instead, Matthew was taken to a remote, rural location where the men proceeded to rob him, pistol whip him, and torture him, and tied him to a split rail fence where he was left to die in near freezing temperatures. It was said that his face was so brutally beaten, the only part not covered in blood were where the tears ran down his face. He was found in a coma 18 hours later by a passing cyclist who thought he was seeing a scarecrow. Matthew died October 12th, 1998, at the age of 27. Oh, that was 27 years ago. Much media speculation was made over what role Matthew's sexual orientation played as a motive for the crime, as he was openly gay. One of the two perpetrators pleaded guilty to murder and kidnapping, while the other went on to trial and said that his intent was only to rob Matthew, but he was killed in a rage when he made a sexual advance towards him. His death shook the nation. But from this unimaginable tragedy, his parents, Dennis and Judy Shepard, turned their grief into action and started the Matthew Shepard Foundation to promote understanding, acceptance, and equality, and led to the passage of the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act of 2009, a landmark law that expanded protections for victims of hate crimes. As we honor Matthew today, let us commit to carrying his light forward. Let us be the voices that speak out against injustice, the hands that build bridges, and the hearts that choose love over hate. A place where everyone's welcome. Sorry to be gone.
That's okay. He also mentioned James Byrd Jr. James Byrd Jr. is a black man. The same Hate Crimes Act was combined to also recognize what happened to him. And I'm just going to tell you really quickly, he was the one in the same year that was tied to the back of a pickup truck, dragged through the streets for being black. The reports indicate that he was awake during this dragging, not unconscious when they checked his brain. He was dragged for miles till they went over a curb. When they went over the curb, his arm broke and he was decapitated. This is hate. This is what happens when people cannot see past their own problems and they put it on someone else. Homophobia, racism, all of the phobias, stop. Stop. That's all I have to say about it. It breaks my heart. I see me, I'm a lesbian woman. That means I'm a homosexual. Just like Matthew Shepard. I'm a black woman. Just like James Byrd Jr. If you feel so bold as to hang me on the tree, strip me wide, or even worse, drag me in the streets to the back of a truck until my head comes off. This happened in this country. This country, the land of the free and the brave. That happened on our watch. We're grown folk. We know it happened on our watch. And we have to remind you these things are happening and continue to. There's much work that we have to do. Congregation, loved ones, friends, family, siblings, sisters, brothers. Let us remember that our fight is not with one another. I'd like to stand with now for James Byrd and for all those who did not come up today to share. Are you getting up? Yeah. Oh, go right ahead. I believe it done. Wow. So I'm lighting this for James and for Matthew, and now we're here for Wayne.
Hi, I'm going to go along the same route. I met Matthew's mother in D.C. She was the most wonderful, forgiving, loving mother you would ever believe. She actually told us she was in a conference, and she says, I know what the boys did. I know what they did to my son, but I forgive them and I love them, and I'll be there if they ever need me. And I thought, that is the greatest gift a mother could ever give after losing her child and everything. But like I said, I met her in person. She's a wonderful speaker. I loved her to death every time I heard her speak. Plus, I got an autograph. So, but that. And then also, I'd like to let y'all know that Chloe has been sick this week, and I'm worried about her. She's been to the vet twice. Frank's babysitting her till I get settled, but she's under a lot of stress now. So thank you.
Chloe, for Matthew's mom, and for all of us who may have experienced hate crimes, homosexuality problems, there's people carrying on. It's unfortunate, but I believe that if we continue to have love and compassion in our hearts, that we can get past these horrible things.
These names and places have been heard and honored together in this community. Alongside these, we know are certain joys, sorrows, and gratitudes that remain private and unspoken. Those, too, have a rightful place here. We light this final lamp for all of you and for those at home who carry joy, sorrows, and gratitude. And now I invite David to share a few words.
Okay, opening words. Be gentle with one another. It is a cry from the lives of people battered by thoughtless words and brutal deeds. It comes from the lips of those who speak them and the lives of those who do them. Who of us can look inside another and know what is there? Of hope and hurt, or promise and pain. Who can know from what far places each has come, or to what far places each may hope to go? Our lives are like fragile eggs. They crack and the substance escapes. Handle with care. Handle with exceedingly tender care. For there are human beings within. Human beings as vulnerable as we are, who feel as we feel, who hurt as we hurt. Life is too transient to be cruel with one another. It is too short for thoughtlessness, too brief for hurting. Life is long enough for caring. It is lasting enough for sharing. Precious enough for love. Be gentle with one another.
Now it's time to turn our hearts and minds to our service. So in the unity of the Spirit, in the sanctity of this gathering, let us quiet ourselves as we settle into a brief meditative moment, a time when we can each listen to that still, small voice within and prepare our hearts and minds for today's service.
I invite you to please rise in body or spirit as we sing Spirit of Life, number 123, Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the streams of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand. shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
I apologize, I screwed up and had the opening come a little earlier, but it was an opening, so we opened early.
It is
And
now the
so now I call on Carlos.
prelude. Thank you for the world that awakes in the dawning light that breaks, for the sunlight kissing my face. I thank you for the stars out on parade at the ending of each day. So even with the dark, I'm saying thank you. When I look at the world around me, breathe the breath you gave. Every bit of my heart is singing thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, whenever you lead me singing thank you for everything. Thank you for the gift of friends who know everywhere I've been, love me back and home again. I thank you for the ones that let me down, taught me what I know, forgiveness, for the freedom that I found. I thank you. When I look at the world around me, breathe the breath you gave. Every bit of my heart is singing thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, whenever I lead, I'm singing thank you for everything. Every second I live is a moment you give, so I welcome them in, I welcome them in. The day after day, the joy and the pain, I welcome them in, I welcome them in. Thank you for the hardest parts and the beauty of the scars. Even though it broke my heart, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. When I look at the world around me, breathe the breath you gave. Every bit of my heart is singing thank you for everything. If you lead me to still waters, if I'm caught in the hurricane, wherever you lead, I'm singing thank you for everything. Wherever you lead, I'm saying thank you for everything. Wherever you lead, I'm singing thank you for everything.
In light of our theme and what we heard during Kindle's concerns today, and whatever you're holding in your heart, and considering the state of the world we're living in right now, our reading today seems really appropriate. It's a prayer for cultivating compassion when it feels difficult, by the Reverend Michelle Collins. Spirit of community, we name the truth. There are people who make love feel impossible, who push every button we didn't know we had, who seem almost designed to test the very limits of our humanity. Our hearts contract around these relationships like fists, protecting old wounds that never quite healed. We itemize their faults, build cases for our justified anger, forget that they too were once children who needed tenderness. Grant us eyes to see past the armor to the wounds beneath. Help us recognize that cruelty is often just pain there's nowhere else to go, that the hardest people to love are frequently those who most desperately need it. This does not mean accepting harm or abandoning boundaries, but may we find the fierce grace to hold both protection and compassion, remembering that even the most difficult souls are traveling their own mysterious journey toward healing. When love feels impossible, help us choose dignity anyway. When understanding fails, let kindness remain. Amen.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Well, she had told me he was. That's why I was waiting, honey. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Well, I am Melinda Blou, no Daniel. I can do that. One thing I've known is me my whole life. So, how you guys doing? That's okay, honey. I'll go ahead and do it. It's fine. Good morning, everyone. I actually apologize for not being able to really say good morning when I first came in. That's very big to me, so I didn't mean to not address everyone as I came in. But I am super honored to be here today. Thank you for the welcome. I am a singer-songwriter based out of the Southwest Florida area. Am originally a Jersey girl. I'll be a Jersey girl till I die. But I've been in Southwest Florida now for 27 years, and I've been Blue Note now for just over 5.5 years, singing publicly all throughout Southwest Florida and beyond. So thank you so much for the honor of allowing me to serenade you all today. Oops, sorry. And I appreciate your patience. I'm gonna take a kind of a little bit of a tale of that, what was happening, and just ask for a little grace this morning. I've been singing for the past 4 days straight, so it's been a bit strenuous. So I feel like my voice is not where it normally would be, so I apologize in advance. But I do hope that you all enjoy this. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on. Let me stand. I'm tired. I'm weak. I'm worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my life is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand, lest I fall.
take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When the darkness appears and the night draws near, and the day is past, it's past and gone. At the river I stand, guide my feet, hold my hand, take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I'm tired, I promise I'm weak, I'm worn through the storm, through the night. Lead me home to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Through the storm, through the night, lead me home, lead us on to the light. Take our hand, precious Lord, lead us home.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God, how am I gonna follow that?
With tears.
Oh, well, I cried through the whole thing, so. All right, I'm on. So I want to say first that Melinda, it's amazing to have you here. So we first met at the Alliance for the Arts when we had our membership booth on a Wednesday night market. And we fell in love with her. So since then, we've followed her. She's got super fans in here. We go to the art, or what is it, the music in the music walk downtown Fort Myers. We went to Bonita Springs to see her play, her sing. She is amazing. And I suggest if anybody is interested, you join her Facebook page, which is Melinda Blue Note Daniel, and you will never be disappointed. I'll tell you one story. I was out helping somebody put something in their trunk, just in the parking lot, and she lives somewhere close by, I guess. And all of a sudden, she's running through the parking lot with her car, and I'm like, "Who is that?" And she goes, "You remember me?" She saw me in the parking lot as she was driving by and turned around to say hello. That's the kind of person that she is. We appreciate you. See, I can't stop it. This is not supposed to be emotional, my next things here, so we'll see what happens. You never know when you get me up in front of a mic. All right. So, good morning, friends. And I wrote this down because I won't ever get through it if I don't. Today we gather not only as a congregation, but as a community of gratitude. We are here to celebrate the ministry, guidance, and presence of our minister, Alberita Johnson. Sorry, I'm sniffling because this is a day to pause, reflect, and say thank you for the countless ways our minister enriches our lives, not just on Sundays, but in the quiet, unseen moments throughout the week. As the Unitarian minister William Ellery Channing once said, "May your life preach more loudly than your lips." This is the essence of ministry, living one's values so fully that they shine through every action. Albie's path to ministry is a testament to the spiritual courage and transformation. From her early days as a Baptist minister and religious educator to her commissioning as a Unitarian Universalist minister, she has walked a path that honors tradition while embracing change. She once said, "I didn't leave my faith, I brought it with me. I just found a bigger table." And what a table she has helped us set. One with room for every voice, every story, every sacred truth. Clergy Appreciation Day is not about elevating one person above the rest. In our tradition, we affirm the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. But we also recognize that ministry is a calling that requires courage, compassion, and resilience. Our ministers are teachers, companions, and advocates. They are voices of justice, but also listeners in times of sorrow. Think of the moments when a sermon sparked a new way of seeing the world, or when a quiet word of comfort carried you through grief. These are not small things. They are sacred acts of service. The poet Reverend Julian Jamaica Soto reminds us, "You must not believe the lying lie that you do not matter." You must be willing to dream a dream that carries forward your community. This is how we rise. Our minister embodies this truth. She reminds us that each of us matters and that together we rise. A Unitarian Universalist minister wears many hats: preacher, counselor, advocate, scholar, and community builder. And yet, much of their work is invisible. The late night hospital visits or phone calls, the quiet prayers said on our behalf. These are acts of love that often go unnoticed, but they sustain the life of our community. Robert Green Ingersoll once observed, "The Unitarian Church has done more than any other church to substitute character for creed. To say a man should be judged by his spirit, by the climate of his heart, by the autumn of his generosity, and the spring of his hope." Albie helps cultivate that spirit. I got tears in my eyes, I can't read. Albie helps cultivate that spirit in us with every message she gives. Albie's sermons are not just spoken, they are felt. They are poetry in motion, storytelling with the soul. Whether she's quoting scripture, invoking the rhythm of the ancestors, or sharing a personal reflection, her words land gently but firmly in our hearts. Albie brings her Baptist roots into conversation with Unitarian Universalism values, creating a ministry that is rich, inclusive, and deeply authentic. She reminds us that ministry is not about telling people what to believe. It's about walking with them as they discover what they believe. I invite you to think of a time when Albie has touched your life. Maybe it was a wedding, a memorial service, or a message that gave you courage to face a challenge. Maybe it was a simple smile at coffee hour that reminded that you belong. For me, there are so many memories of feeling the love and togetherness of community that are a direct result of Albie's masterful ability to build meaningful services. She has a way of touching my heart when delivering her messages. I am transported into that moment, whatever topic she's talking about, from the very personal and deeply inspired MLK services that we had, where members spoke and shared personal truths, to the absolute fun that she brings to other services like, say what? Nowhere else have I had permission to laugh out loud and have fun at a church service. Laughter is truly a form of ministry. I gotta make sure I'm on the right page. Oh, I unstapled them so I could make it easier. I don't know if I did. All right. One of the most powerful gifts Albie offers us is her presence. She shows up. She shows up when we are grieving, when we are celebrating, when we are confused, and when we are searching. She shows up with a listening ear, a warm smile, and a spirit that says you are not alone. She once reflected, sometimes the holiest thing we can do is just sit with somebody in their sorrow. And she has done that for so many of us, offering not just words, but witness. As our minister at All Faiths, Albie has been a gardener of the Spirit. She has helped us prune what no longer serves, waters what needs nourishment, and plants seeds of hope for the future. She often reminds us the work of the Spirit is not always allowed. Sometimes it's the quiet tending of roots. She has strengthened our ties to the UUA, renewed our vision, and reminds us that leadership is about covenant, where leaders are called to serve, guide, and remain faithful to those they lead. Her work has helped build a larger community of all faiths, which we all can see. Crap. I should have numbered my pages, huh? I think this is it. So today, let us say thank you. Thank you for the powerful services, inspiring messages that stir our hearts. Thank you for the prayers whispered on our behalf. Thank you for the courage to speak truth and the compassion to listen deeply. Also, let us remember that appreciation is not just one day. It is a practice. Each time we show up, each time we lend our hands and hearts, each time we embody the values we proclaim, we are saying to our minister, Albie, you are not alone, and your work matters. Friends, may this day of appreciation inspire us to live with gratitude, to support one another, and continue building a community rooted in love, justice, and hope. And I'll close with a poem blessing, hopefully. In circles wide and sacred deep, you sow the seeds our spirits keep. With every word, a healing balm. With every pause, a sacred calm. You walk with grace through joy and pain, a steady hand in sun and rain. You teach us how to rise and stand, to build with love, to hold a hand. Your voice, a river, smooth and wise, reflecting hope beneath our skies. Your laughter lifts, your silence speaks, you find the holy in the meek. You call us forth to dream anew, to live our values bold and true, to build a world where all belong, where justice sings a freedom song. So may your days be wrapped in light, your nights in peace, your burdens light. May joy surprise you, love surround, and grace within your steps be found. For all you give, for all you are, we thank you, guide, our northern star. May blessings bloom where'er you tread, with grateful hearts we walk ahead. So, this is just a small gift that says we honor Alberita Johnson with this gift in recognition for your passion, unconditional commitment, and enduring dedicated service to All Faiths United Unitarian Congregation, dated today.
Well, I hope there's some Kleenex left in those boxes on the windowsill. Our hearts have to be full today. And so, to maybe lighten things up a little bit, it's time for our offertory, and to encourage our kindness and generosity and gratitude, we hope we'll make you a little laugh here today. I have a little story about the clergy because that's kind of appropriate. There were two priests who decided to go on vacation, and they thought about where to go, and they decided on going to Hawaii. And they didn't want everybody to know they were priests because, you know, that they just wanted to get away and be themselves. So they bought the Hawaiian shirts, and they got the sandals, and they headed out to the beach. And they started strolling along the beach, and very soon here comes this gorgeous blonde in a teeny bikini. And they think, wow, and she strolls right along beside them, and she nods her head and says, "Good morning, fathers," and then walks up. They look at each other and say, what? How in the world could she know? They couldn't figure it out. Anyway, they went on, had a good time. Then the next day, they decided, let's really go wild today. So they got surfer shorts, they got big, heavy sunglasses, they had tie-dyed T-shirts, and they go walking on the beach, and here she comes again, strolling down the beach. She comes up and goes by and says, "Good morning, fathers," and she starts on. One of them says, wait, we got to know, how do you know that we're clergy? And she said, "Well, don't you recognize me? I'm Sister Catherine from the convent." We do appreciate your generous donations, which support our dedicated staff, beautiful facilities, inspiring services, interesting activities, purchase of Kleenex, and social justice outreach at All Faiths. We invite our visitors to place their completed visitor cards in the offertory baskets, and live streamers, please mail checks or visit our website at allfaithsuu.org. Our offering will now be taken and gratefully received.
Choir, stand up. No. If anything, I'll put it. I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I need you. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is His will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I love you. I need you to survive. One last time. I love you. I need you to survive. Alberita.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to say thank you to all of the founders of this wonderful congregation. Those who have come before us. Am I speaking? Okay. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to our founders of this wonderful congregation, going on 25 years. Wayne Robinson had a vision, had to run away and come back, but made it happen. 25 years coming up, All Faiths has been around. Many of you have had your children, raised your children, come around, did so many things, and you're still here. Some went off for years and then came back to Fort Myers and found All Faiths is still here. And then one day, just one day, I sent a little letter. I'm coming to visit your congregation. How can I be of service? Little did I know what that letter was going to do and where it would land me. David said they sucked me and kind of reeled me in. It was all the sweet and love. How can anybody resist it? I couldn't resist it. And I just want to say again, thank you to Wayne Robinson, who laid the foundation, for Joyce, who stayed beside him, because if anybody knows what it is like, it's the one who lives with the minister.
Amen.
They get the one who lives with the minister and the ones who are close to them and have to advise them. That's challenging for them too, because they know, I don't want to upset the minister, but I got to say something. And how will they take it? Well, sometimes we take it good, sometimes we take it bad, because we're just as human as everyone else. So I thank you. I thank you for the beautiful gift. I thank you for the flowers. I thank you for the cards and all of the beautiful letters that I received of thanks and appreciation. I thank you for allowing me to stand here regularly and say what comes from my heart, and you received it well. I thank you for allowing me to wed you, for those who have had the honor to stand before and see two people attempt to become one. I say that's no longer 1 + 1, it's 1 × 1. So you now get one. And for the memorials, for trusting me to carry you and your family through most difficult times, and for all of the wonderful, joyous times, and we just carry on. Remember Pose? We did Pose, as in pose, with the transgenders and the whole posing thing. We had some wonderful things to happen here, and it's because of you, because you love and you love more, and you allow others to come into your heart and find room there. Thank you for holding that space in your heart for all of us, because I couldn't do it without you, which is why that song was so appropriate. I need you, and I pray for you all the time, and I hope that you pray for me. As David said, you don't know, some people are like, don't pray for me. I pray for you. I do. I will pray for you. You may never say anything to me but hello, but Albie remembers you, and I will pray for you all the time, anytime. If you look, I stand up here, I see you. Some people get upset because but I see you when you're sad. You don't think I don't see it, but I see it. So when I go home, I pray for you. I think about it. I have Carol wondering, what are you doing sitting out there for so long? Praying for all faith, praying that the choir enlarges, and it did. That's right, that's right. Praying for our Rainbow Connection team to make an impact, and we did. Racial equity, we are doing things. Climate, things are happening, and it's because of you. I am only one, but with all of you, we can move mountains. You know that we can move mountains. Thank you, Ariel. Thank you, Bob, for sharing with us and staying on it, just not giving up. I didn't know they had pulled that money away. That was news to me, so thank you. For all of you, Lily, for your beautiful workshop. Yeah, I could just go on and thank everybody. For Joyce, who said, I know she doesn't know what to do, but I got you. You don't know how we do our order of service, but I got you. You're not sure about so-and-so, but I got you. Joyce, you're my bud. When I don't know what to do, I don't know who to call, I know Joyce will know. And I truly appreciate that. And there's some people that may not even like me and thinking right now, I love you too. How about that? You know, there's a poem, and I'm trying to think about Edwin Markham, and he said, they called me a rebel, a heretic, and kicked me out. But I drew a circle and put them in. So there, no matter what you do, you're in my circle, and I'm going to always let you come on in and hold that space. So in closing, I do have some real words that I actually wrote. And then I'm going to move out of here as soon as I sign on, because everything is happening now, because it's upside down. Here we go. You know what it says? Rainbow Connection team meeting. It reminds me of what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, it's not letting me do it, so I'm just going to talk from the top of my head. really quick. When I was in Bible college, Bethel. I forgot, I'm used to having my hookup. I was in Bethel Bible Institute in New York, and I remember one of the first things we had to learn. And they talked about what is a ministry in a church. And they said, what are the 5 parts that you need in ministry in the church? They called it the fivefold ministry. It's in the Bible. Verse 1, you need apostles. What is that? Nobody's calling out, but it says we need them. In my notes, I have all that, but I'm not going to tell you. Just got to look it up when you go home. Next one was prophets. You got an idea what a prophet is. What you think is next? Evangelists. You know those evangelist people because we see they're the ones outside giving the tracts on music walk and everything. We call those the evangelists. They go outside the walls. What's next? What's new? Carol calls them a pain. That's what she said, a pain. Needless to say that one day we were walking down on Music Walk and they're out there and she's like, Albie, go over there and say something to him. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not. Go say something. So I walk over to them. I know them. I know them from another church down here in Fort Myers. Carol's watching. She's like, I'm thinking you're saying something to him. Next thing I know, you're over there hugging and kissing and asking about the family. Because we love them too. Because we drew a circle and took them in. They might be drawing a circle to put us out, sinner, heretic, rebel. But our circle says, no, come on in. So, what's the next one? I gave you 3. We had apostles, prophets, evangelists. Come on, Bible scholars. No. No.
Followers.
The word saint is nowhere in the Bible. You can get that out of here. That's a Catholic thing
Followers,
they made up.
worshipers.
It's the truth. Pastors. It's your pastors. That's the ones you know the most. It's your pastors. And the last one are your teachers. If you don't have those 5, according to what every Bible college, every seminary is going to teach you, you're missing something. So as I walk away from here, we might want to figure out if we have all of those. And if we don't, we may want to cultivate them. It will make a big difference. Now, I can tell you this. Some might embody all 5. Some might have 1. Some might have 2 or 3. But without all of them, according to what seminary teaches, what you learn in college about the Bible, we will crumble and fall. So I can tell you right now, I see the apostles, I've heard the prophets, I've seen the evangelists. You don't know, but every time you go out to the night market, every single time you're outside and you're doing your little vendor thing, you're evangelizing. Most don't realize it, but that's what you're doing. You're sharing good news, and that's what you're supposed to do. It's good news. Good news is going on over at UU. That's all that you're doing. So yeah, you have it, we have it. And we're going to keep growing. And before you know it, we'll have 2 services. We'll be just busting out of these walls. And you all are going to contribute a whole lot more. And no telling what. Maybe we can't build this way, but we might be able to build this way. Amen. One never knows. That's why you have to have vision. Don't be afraid. Have vision. Have the vision. Keep your dream alive. If there's anything that you have not heard me say, is to give up, because I won't tell you to give up. Keep trying, keep carrying on. So thank you so very much for this wonderful day. I appreciate every minister that was in this congregation. So that would be starting with Reverend Wayne, then Margaret. Who came after Margaret? CJ. And who came after CJ? Me. So over 25 years, there's been 4 of us. And we've kept it together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What? Carlos got something for me. That's what I wanted to say.
I don't know if you can see it.
See? Yes, I can. I got my glasses. That's what I wanted to say.
Because in the back of the hymnals, it's all these readings.
It's from the back of the hymnal. Yes. You're so sweet. Which one?
702.
702. 702 in the gray hymnal.
We don't have it.
I'll bend it. I know you don't have it. I'm going to read it.
It's in your order service.
Carlos is sweet. Your benediction. Where hate rules, let us bring love. Where sorrow, joy. Let us strive more to comfort others than to be comforted, to understand others than to be understood, to love others more than to be loved. For it is in giving that we receive, and in pardoning that we are pardoned. St. Francis of Assisi.
Yes.
Thank you, Carlos. Carlos is my bud, too. He helps me through a whole lot.
That was CJ's.
So now, go in peace, go in compassion, go in love, until we meet again. Amen. And Ashe.
We appreciate you. All right, now, while Melinda Blou is setting up for her final thing, unusual for me to say a couple last-minute announcements. Please don't forget to look at our bulletin board for things to sign up. We have many events. Also, thank you again to Lily for yesterday's wonderful ancestry workshop. It was amazing. And while I was taking my camera out to take a picture of Melinda, I found the note that I was supposed to read, so please indulge me. Melinda Blou Note Daniel is a West Florida-based songbird who prides herself on showing up in authenticity wherever she goes. Known as the soulstress, Blue Note sings from the heart, moves with spirit, and is blessed with a multidimensional vocal range that has beautifully touched the souls of so many. Having started the Blue Note movement in December of 2020, this Jersey-born independent singer-songwriter has since become a well-known name in the Lee County arts scene and beyond. The Blue Note experience is one that will always be real, raw, and deeply rooted in love. You can look for more information on bluenote.com, spelled BLOUNOTE.com. Melinda?
Thank you so much. Thank you again, you guys. Thank you so much for having me here today. God bless you. God bless the entire church. I'm praying for you all, just like Reverend Albie said. I'm praying for you all, whether you want me to or not. And I dedicate this to you all as well. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. And you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you. So we gon' walk it out and move. Can you come up? Mountains, we gon' walk it out and move. Know the music. Mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting harder to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, well, I promise you we gon' take the world to its feet and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each
each other. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise, we will rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, rise like the day. We'll rise up, rise unafraid. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. Bless you all. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a service. We've been through every emotion there is, I think. And we have so much to be appreciative for today and every day. And we thank David for the inspiring reflections, the beautiful music, Melinda and Carlos, our children and youth director, Sharon, I don't want to forget anyone, and everyone who's contributed to the wonder of this service today. And next it's time for us to extinguish the chalice, so I invite Bo to come back up. Please come forward and extinguish our chalice. Please join in reciting the words that are in your order of service. You can try that. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. Join us for coffee, cake, cookies, and conversation, but before you go, David has a few words to share about the life of the congregation.